Good day, Scenic Runners. Today is Saturday, January 9th, I think, 2022. This is the first Scenic Run of 2022, so thank you for joining me. Today's run is in Del Mar, California, and the end of this run will connect with the point of my last run that was also in Del Mar, just on the beach. I'm on the Crest to Coast Trail, so right now we're at the Surf Sport Park. You'll see a bunch of SUVs and minivans here in a bit. I think there's a lacrosse tournament going on. I saw that when I was driving in. I was gonna try and start further away on the trail, but the point that I mapped out ended up being private property. So this is like the first public access point I could find. Didn't really feel like trespassing on the country club or private lands, and having some little security guard track me down on a golf cart. But yeah, don't know the total distance. I was gonna try and make it a 7-minute or 7-mile run. But now it's probably closer to 4.5, 5. So happy New Year, everybody. My goal for this year with this channel is to, obviously keep it going throughout the year and averaging about 2 videos every month. Just gets a little bit tricky now because I've done a number of videos in and around San Diego and trying to find unique ones or just others around. It's kind of hard. But yeah, that's the goal. As a gift this year, or for Christmas, I got a Garmin Instinct GPS watch, and so I've been able to sync that with my all trails and Strava maps. So we'll see how this works out. This will be my first time using it for running. That'll be nice if it works though, so I wouldn't have to do these runs while carrying my phone to keep me on track. So we were just at a sports park for humans. Now this is a sports park for horses. We're not too far from the Del Mar Thoroughbred Club, so having this here makes sense. Let's go. Morning. Too bad there's no horses to see. we're not doing an out and back. This is just one way. So we'll end at the south side of Del Mar Dog Beach. There's a church out there to my left. See it from the highway. It's kind of a pretty building. Never been out there. Always kind of curious. Maybe we'll go drive by after the run. We'll head to the left, stay on the Salt Marsh Bird View Trail. It just runs parallel to the Crest Coast for a bit. So far it's a nice run. You get a little bit of escape from the city, but you know, the I-5 is right there, so you can't quite escape it. But so far it's a nice, easy, flat trail. That'd be cool to see horses out here. It never ceases to amaze me. Like, people bringing, loud-ass music that they could pump for everyone to hear on trails. It's like, the point is to get your exercise, get away from it all. Don't disturb people. But unless you really get far away from the city, you're almost guaranteed to find somebody bringing a fucking boombox or Bluetooth speaker, whatever. Alright, so we're gonna have a bit of road noise for the next half mile because we'll be running parallel to the I-5. So let's try and pick it up. Listen to it as little as possible. I'll pick it up for 30 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Let's pick it up. All right, go back down to your jogging pace. But yeah, as I was mapping out this run, it looked like you can go from looks like you could go from the Del Mar Dog Beach area way past where I started, but I think some of the trails or private property, so you'd have to risk that. And it's not a continuous trail, like be on a trail for a couple miles and then it would be intersected by a road for half a mile, then you'd get on another trail. And I followed it a ways, like up until Lake Hodges. So that'd be kind of cool. But on our right, that is the renowned premier horse track of Del Mar, where the turf meets the surf. Kind of one of my guilty pleasures in life is going to the horse races. Every year I say I'd be shocked to see if it's still around, just because all the stigma around horse racing and animal rights. But Del Mar is, I think, the state of California property, so it's not, I think they have some protection on it. But anyway, I still find joy in going to it every once in a while. I'm not habitual at it, but I'll try to go once or twice a year. This year, I think they had a pretty decent year in terms of, the injuries to the horses. The year prior, not so great at all. But yeah, I started going to the horse track back when I lived in Portland. Up there at the time, in like 2013, 2014, they had Portland Meadows, which was just like, it almost seemed like a mom and pop operation. Just generally, I don't think horse sporting is as big in the Northwest, but they had one track in Portland and one a little south of Seattle, Emerald Downs. And I'd go more frequent then because I was only a couple miles from it. But yeah, it was cool. Free parking, free admission. Just had to pay for the daily racing forms. And I had a friend I would go with. Never made a lot of money off of it. One season I went probably like a dozen times, and I think at best I broke even. Only playing with money I could afford to lose. But it was a cool little track. Now you go down here and it's a spectacle. Everything costs money. Gate admission, parking. A ridiculous amount for the racing program or daily racing form. But you get a higher caliber of racing down here. And I think the way it works is between here, Santa Anita up in LA, and Los Alamitos also up in LA. They kind of go between the three, so they're never competing for the same race horses. Their seasons don't tend to overlap. At least that's my observation. Ooh. I don't know if it's in frame right now, but to our left, you'll see it in a second, is Viewpoint Brewing Company. It's quite the brewery. For a lot of breweries out here, they're just in industrial parks. This kind of is, but it butts up against this lagoon, making for a great viewpoint. Really nice place to go enjoy a morning, brunch, or afternoon. I went up there on New Year's Day with my mom. Met up with her. First time she had been there. She loved it. Perfect day. Nice weather. And from there, we basically just crossed the road here and walked into Del Mar. Basically this path that we'll be taking to the beach. But if you went straight ahead, instead of turning on this trail, you would reach this bird sanctuary called Free Flight. And it's an open air sanctuary, but all the birds are rescue birds that are exotics, and you know, the type of birds that'll outlast their owners. And you know, if they pass and people can't take them, or they can't find people to take them, then Free Flight will take them and just house them. I think they try to find people to adopt them. I went there once. Really cool. Pay a nominal fee, and you get this. It looks kind of like a torch, but it holds food for them, and you can just walk around the small sanctuary. And you just walk up to all the birds, and birds know that it has food, so they'll come and climb on to the little, well, I'm just going to call it a torch, a food torch. And you can just walk around with them like, you know, they're kind of like a popsicle in your hand, and they'll just be eating the food, and then you can put them back down and offer food to another bird. Really neat. I'd recommend it easily. Just to go check it out. I don't think too many people know about it, and the money goes to support a good cause, so it's a win all around. We're almost done with this run, maybe about another half mile, so keep it up. Thanks for staying in it with me till the end. So across the road, that'll be the beach. There's two sides to Dog Beach, south side and north side. South side is a little less congested. North side, it's only a dog beach for a portion of the year. But in September, they'll do the dog surf-a-thon contest, which is really cool to see. They do another one in Huntington Beach, but the one for San Diego County is down here. Really fun. Highly recommend that too, if you ever have the opportunity to go see it. Pretty amazing what some of these dogs can do. All right, so here we are at South Dog Beach. Now, hardly any dog, or like no dogs in sight over here, but as you can see on the other side, quite a bit. So we'll end it here where we can't run anymore and try and look for my ride. All right, from Del Mar, thank you for joining on this first run of 2022. Until next time, keep those feet moving.